Hey there. Whether created for thrilling entertainment or to capitalize on children's feeble mind, ghost stories have cemented itself in the foundation of every culture throughout the world. In Europe, you get stuff like vampires, witches, and Vladimir Putin, and in America, you have such a wild and wacky variety of them, ranging from this gentleman preparing an audition for Cirque du Soleil to a possessed animatronic with more lore than Game of Thrones. But my personal favorite has to be this random white circle floating across the screen. At the same time, our friends to the east also have their fair share of supernatural phenomenon, collectively known as yokai, most popular of which are the classic, beautifully painted ukiyo-e picture scrolls and woodblock prints. Some well-known examples of these oriental apparitions include this sentient lantern, this sentient umbrella, and a rotund snake. Naturally, as time goes by in Japan, their taste in ghosts have been developing more and more, yet the inherent goofiness in the creative work lingers. Today, I've picked out some weird modern Japanese yokais that have been baking in the fine brains of modern generations and delivered right through the internet, and I'll be telling you all about it. But you have to like and comment first because this is the only good thing I've ever done in my life. Please, I beg you, get this to the algorithm. Let's get things into gear with Tabo Ba-chan, or Turbo Grandma. Contrary to your local ones hanging onto her walker for dear life, this old crone made Usain Bolt look like he had arthritis. Her story went a little something like this. One day, there was a guy who was driving his car in a tunnel. Then suddenly, he heard something knocking on his car's window. When he looked over, he saw an old lady sprinting alongside his vehicle. It's said that she can reach a speed of up to 90 miles per hour, around the speed of a frigate bird or the pizza delivery guy when I hold his family hostage. Though she doesn't seem to do any harm to her quote-unquote victims, but even if she does, she's pretty easy to counter in my opinion, because if you want to beat Turbo Grandma, all you gotta do is bust out the twin turbo. Yeah, I reckon Granny's shriveled stumps are gonna give in before catching this speedster. Nevertheless, her story is so influential that it spawned two entire archetypes of yokai, the Ba-chan series and the Speed series. The Ba-chan series consists of grandmas pulling off bizarro maneuvers that are generally accepted as things normal grandma wouldn't do. Here are some of them. Baller Ba-chan. It's said that she would dribble the ball alongside a motorcycle, then proceeds to hurl the ball at you, which puts you, the biker, in a little dilemma. Catch it? By which you'd risk the momentum of the ball, along with your hands not being on the handle, destabilizing your bike, then you fall over and die. Or don't catch it, in which case the ball hits you, then you fall over and die. I think this tells a very profound tale about life. If you're not happy with the position you're in right now, whether it be financial or relationship situation, you can either do nothing about it and face certain misery, or you can pick yourself up, work hard on improving yourself, take control of your life, and know that you can fall over and die. Next up is Coffin Ba-chan, who is exactly the same as Turbo Ba-chan, but this one also hops over the roof of your car. The main goal was probably to jump scare you by landing in front and swerving you off a cliff or something, but that would be pretty ineffective against me. People say I have a reaction time like that of a guy on horse tranquilizer, so the only thing I'm afraid of in this case would be the vehicular manslaughter charges afterward. Yoji-baba. This one actually predates the Turbo Ba-chan stories, but I want to talk about it anyway. It is said that if you visit your school bathroom stall at 4 o'clock sharp, a mysterious old woman will appear. She will then proceed to kidnap you by ripping you from the three-dimensional Euclidean space through the fabric of space-time itself into the fourth-dimensional realm, unshackle you from the corporeal flesh. Forget about throwing yourself in a black hole, Matthew McCockiner. Public toilets is where the real climax happens. Then we have other humdrum ones that I'll just quickly gloss over. Coffin Ba-chan, who yanks you out of your car like she's playing GTA, puts you in the coffin she's carrying on her back, run all the way to a crematorium and chuck the coffin in. Too convoluted. And this is supposed to be a modern progressive yokai video. Burning people alive is so 15th century. Boomerang Ba-chan. This one's not automobile related. The story went like this. One night a man found an old lady on the road. When he went to check on her like, hey, do you need any help? Immediately after, she bent down into a V shape, refused to elaborate further, and flew into the mountain like a boomerang. Now that's what I call a weird flex. Next to the Ba-chan series is the Speed series. This section categorized all the yokai that are capable of moving parallel to, at a matching speed or exceeding the speed of, your average 4-door sedan. You got things like babies crawling, girl playing a temari ball, you know, the usual. Then you got some more grounded ones, like salary man riding a bicycle and an office lady riding a rikuo bike. Not what I would call supernatural. Though in this category, we have my favorite, a high school girl riding a missile, which objectively makes her one of the most terrifying urban legends. Like, hey, would you look at that? Is the legendary high school girl on a missile? Wow, that's so cool. I wonder where she's heading with that Type 96 multi-purpose infrared homing solid fuel missile. Moving on from all the archetypal stuff, next we have Hikiko-san. This is how her story goes. There was a man who came across a woman wearing a white shabby kimono, dragging around a doll. When he went in to look closer, he realized that there was no doll at all. It was a child, so mangled that it became unrecognizable. You see, this is Hikiko-san's modus operandi. She would find school bullies and gave them the same treatment Achilles gave Hector, dragging them around until they became a sack of juicy asphalt-filled red meat. Her action stemmed from the fact that she was also bullied when she was alive. And as someone with personal experience on this situation, I'm obligated to educate the public. Not a very healthy coping mechanism. I swear with all the number of vengeful spirits I've heard about, seems like being an afterlife therapist would make a killing. Oh, come on, don't be such a buzzkill. Next up is Hasshaku-sama, maybe one of the most popular yokai that originated in the internet era. Hasshaku roughly translates to 8 feet. So this yokai's appearance is that of an 8 feet tall lady wearing a white dress with a sun hat. She's mostly identifiable though by the strange laughing sound she makes, going pop 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 in a deep voice. She was confined in a certain countryside village until the Jizo statue that was sealing her there broke. Now she could be anywhere. It is said that every 10 years or so, she will kidnap her victim and take a few days off to kill them. In her original story, her primary target was a teenage boy. So whoever created this yokai really hit home with their target demographic, because she immediately started spawning derivative works that set the ground for Hasshaku-sama's visual design. Most revolutionary feature, of course, is her extra large boob brim. A design so unique and influential, it became the foundation for our beloved Resident Evil's antagonist, Lady Dimitrescu, probably. Alright, you know what? Enough tomfoolery. Let's get something that will really shiver your timbers in here. Oh, here's one. Coin Locker Baby. The story involves a young woman who abandoned her newborn in a coin-operated locker at a train station, hoping that the station attendant would find the baby. But tragically, the baby ran out of oxygen in the small metal box and suffocated. Oh, jeez. It became a haunted spirit sitting next to the locker and waiting for its mother to return. Now, wasn't that a scary story? Thank God these urban legends aren't real. Wait. Hang on now. On February 4th, 1973, a security guard found a bag inside an expired locker at Shibuya Station. He kept it in lost and found for a day. The next day, he checked it due to its terrible smell and found a baby boy's body. A month later, they found a body of a newborn baby in a vinyl bag with umbilical cord and placenta attached. In total, they found 46 coin locker babies in 1973. Between 1980 and 1990, there were 191 reported cases. Hey now, if you're someone who commit this kind of wicked, inhumane atrocity, let me tell you something, buddy. Get a life. Sentence. The last one on this list is Nankyoku no Ningen, or Antarctic Human. I'm not even gonna say anything about this one. Its picture pretty much said it all. Are you ready? Jump scare in 3, 2, 1. In conclusion, humans' creativity is a beautiful thing. Sure, these ghost stories are primarily meant to entertain you, but if you take a step back, really look at it and be really obnoxious like a psychology major or something, these stories represent our curiosity and craving for what we don't know. We are as obsessed with fearing the unknown as we are trying to find answers for them. After all, fear is one of the most primal emotions in us, and it is through fear that brings us together to cooperate. So what better way to exploit that instinct than with technologies of the 21st century, so we can crank it up and provide ourselves with cyclical artificial doses of dopamine. Except Coin Locker Baby though, that entire thing is what's wrong about the human race, and why God should flush all of us. For good this time. For good. Thank you for watching everyone, and don't forget to randomly post this video in Discord servers.